of Gourmet Holiday here at QVC. This is a one-time only price, meaning the price goes up at the end of the show, which is now in about an hour and 15 minutes with his famous butter or, in this case, blueberry jelly donut loaf. I mean, how about this with your morning coffee? How about this for that afternoon slump, maybe with a little bit of tea, or heat and serve with ice cream, maybe even a little fresh fruit on top? You got the fresh fruit in the inside of the blueberry. Now here's what's happening. This price goes up at the end of the day. Again, won't be this low again for the next 3 months. That takes us to September. You are getting 12 of the butter, 12 of the blueberry, or if you want to do the combo, you can get 6 of each. They come individually packaged like this. I mean, you could easily get 7 slices out of one of these. They're 7 ounces each. New today, no auto delivery. Price goes up at the end of the show. If you want all butter, fewer than 450. If you want the combo, going very, very quickly. M98075. Jimmy is joining us via Skype. Jimmy, so good to see you. Another Customer Choice Food Award winner over and over and over again.
Calling in from his phone.
No,
phone.
it's 100 outside, which means it's 110 in here. And I just took this from the freezer. It feels great. Hopefully it tastes better than it feels.
I thought you were calling us because they're about as big as the cell phones from the 80s.
Like a Maxwell Smart Shoe phone. It's a loaf phone. Okay, buddy, so the process. You're the king of the process. I have never tried these before, never seen them. What did you create now, the mad scientist? What'd you create?
Melted. Do you know why they call it a pound cake?
Because it weighs a pound?
No.
Nope. The old-fashioned recipe: a pound of butter, a pound of eggs, a pound of flour, a pound of sugar.
No
So
way.
it's a pound of everything. That's why. But if you ever did that, you wouldn't eat it. It doesn't taste that good. So we had to change. We went through different formulations. Oh, right there, I'm just gonna let the picture do the talking. That's my new version of a jelly donut pound cake.
Oh.
That is blueberry pie filling. So it was kind of by mistake. We use real blueberries in our blueberry crumb. We use blueberries in our, but I wanted to jack this cake up a bit, not just pound cake, but something over the top. So I injected or baked in blueberry pie filling. So those are wild blueberries cooked in a starch, just like you would make a blueberry pie, but put into the pound cake.
Unbelievable. And then the butter is it's a classic. It's something you do better than anyone. And they're baked in these little, their own little, do these come to us ambient and then how do we?
They come to you shipped in that paper, and let's talk about the paper for a minute. If you see on the side, if you take that out, of the container, you're going to see, like mine, it's not seared on the outside. It's baked very lightly.
Right.
Because that paper does not unlike a metal pan, it does not conduct heat. See, look at that. Okay, so you get that nice yellow side. It's not seared. Look, the top is actually darker than the side. If that was baked in a pan, that side would be seared and it would be dry. So we tried our very best. When we found these papers that are actually made in Italy, we baked our crumb cake in them, our cinnamon rolls in them, because it's a nice, slow, even bake. The pound cake itself, butter, okay? Lots of people say butter flavored. This is butter pound cake. Melted butter going into the batter at just the right speed so it goes through and through the cake. You're gonna get a wonderful butter flavor. Not an overly sweet cake. This is something that you could eat, and you could eat a few slices. This is 7 ounces. You are going to get minimally 6 slices out of it. So it's sizable. No, I don't expect you to eat it all at once. You're going to get these at home. They're going to be shipped to you ambient, individually wrapped. My recommendation is take a bunch, put it in the freezer, take the rest of them, put 1 or 2 in the fridge. You can microwave if you really want to. I'm not a big believer. Well, you know what? In the pound cake, I bet you that would be good warmed up.
Yeah, you could just do it like 15 seconds maybe.
I like to eat that blueberry chill. There's something about chill pie filling that gives it a gives it more of a boost, more of a flavor.
Look
There
at
is
this.
a hint of lemon in the pound cake. We didn't want to call it a lemon blueberry pound cake. It's a hint of lemon, hint of vanilla. That I like competing flavors. So we did vanilla, we did vanilla, we did lemon, and we have the butter running through the cake, so you get these competing flavors coming through. Let's call this a mature cake. Unlike the cinnamon roll, which is a decadent over-the-top thing,
Right.
This is something that you can eat slice after slice with a cup of tea and feel okay.
Oh, absolutely. And when we were just looking, that was one sliced up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 slices right here. Oh, I have an update for you. If you want the combo, final 700. That would be 6 each of the blueberry jelly donut loaf and the 6 of the butter. If you want all butter, fewer than 400 remain. And then all blueberry jelly donut, fewer than 600 remain. This is a one-time only price, meaning the price goes up at the end of the show, will not be this low again, guaranteed. For 3 months, that takes us mid-September, closer to the end of September. If you want the combo that is going the quickest by far, that's where you get 6 of each. They're individually packaged. And then if you just have someone stopping by for a little cup of tea in the afternoon, you can slice this up even for a breakfast for a whole family. Like one of these will serve a whole family. Look at that. Those are big, thick slices, and you're getting 7 here.
It's 7+ ounces of cake, nearly half a pound of cake. So you're getting enough servings. Definitely not meant, this is not a single serve. This is made to be sliced. After you slice it, you could either put it in a plastic bag and stick it in the fridge. You could stick it back in the freezer. You can actually slice them up and toast them if you want. My mother used to make sliced toasted pound cake with ice cream.
Ooh.
Great serving suggestion, but they stay wonderfully. Just keep them covered. I call the pound cake a classic pound cake because it's got that butter in it and it's got that nice, silky, tight grain that we were all raised on. Very difficult. I found out it's very difficult to do, to get that wonderful, that's a great picture of the butter pound cake and the tight, fluffy grain that you see. It's almost, God, it looks like marshmallow almost. It's so tight and fluffy. And of course, there's the pie filling. The pie filling is a find. We have this really great wild blueberry pie filling that we bake into the cake, and it's marbled throughout the cake. You will get no shortage of blueberry pie filling in those cakes.
I mean, if you really wanted to go decadent, you slice them this way because everybody gets a lot of the blueberry. And then you have a longer slice, like a bigger slice. That's what we did up here, right on top of some fresh blueberries. So you could do that if you're trying, like in my case, I'm always trying to get my children and myself, okay, with my sweet tooth, to eat more fruits and vegetables. You do a whole bowl of berries, blueberries, maybe a little bit of whipped cream or creme fraiche, and then just a slice of this on top. I mean, that is a delicious dessert. Combo is half gone.
Yogurt's not a bad idea
Ooh,
either.
yogurt would be a better choice.
So if you toast the cake, and you put a dab of yogurt on it, nice cool yogurt on it, those competing flavors or textures really, really bring it home.
I love it. So what's happening with this today only price? Price goes up. I mean, one time only price. Doesn't go up at the end of the day. It goes up at the end of the show, which is now just a little over an hour. Brand new today. And this works out to about $4 each. And that can be like for the whole family, a breakfast. You can do all of the 12 in the butter. 300 remain if you want all butter. You can do all 12 in the blueberry, fewer than 500, or everybody's going for the combo because you want a little bit of each for everybody. Final 400 to go around. Then you're gonna get 6 each of the butter and the blueberry jelly donut. And is this the first time we're doing that, or we just haven't seen it in a while?
No, we haven't seen it in a while. We did it quite a while ago. It went very well. My phone rang with really good response. People love the blueberry. That's a great idea. I never thought of that. Maple jam. I would toast that baby first, and then I would do that maple jam. I bet you that with a little bit of ice cream, or really, I would go back to that yogurt, a little bit of maple syrup, little slice of cake. Get some protein, you get some sweet. I think that's a great idea.
Make French toast out of it.
That's my mom.
That's a whole different thing. That's a whole
Yes.
different like category of food.
Jason taught me
It's
how
not
to do
toast.
that.
It's like a, what is that?
All you do is you just whip up a little egg, dunk it in both sides, put a little butter in the pan, and just for a couple minutes on each side, you've got French toast,
Yeah.
butter pound cake. Or in that case, I would actually do the blueberry for that one.
I
Yes.
tell you, I've
Yes.
never met or worked with a guy who's more obsessed with the ingredients, the process than Jimmy. That is not some sort of fancy set he built with his stage hands behind him. That notice that oh man, no, that's it. By the way, you could step it up a little bit from what that is. What are we in a closet back there? However, that is your world, man.
This is the test kitchen. This is where we started. You were in the big place.
I was.
So what happens is it starts here. You see that little bowl? Which way? That way. The other way.
Yeah.
This way. It all starts in that little bowl. That's where it starts. And it's got to get done right in there. And then we go through the scale up process. We make it bigger and bigger, and then we take it over to the other place where you were. And you
So
had
we're
a
in the
secret.
laboratory right now. We're in the laboratory where the thing
You're in the lab.
where you
You're in
create the
lab.
thing originally. That's fantastic.
That's
love
right. You
that.
can see all the marks from where the pans hit the wall when I threw them when things weren't right and stuff like that.
So is it a donut?
great
Is it a pound cake?
It's a
is
pound
it a, what
cake.
is it?
It's pound cake. It's a pound cake, but you know, the inspiration is I grew up on raspberry and blueberry jelly donuts, where the blueberry pie filling was injected, and that's how I got the idea to make a jelly donut pound cake. In this case, I'm making a blueberry jelly donut pound cake. So it's jelly donut meets pound cake.
Love it. Well, you heard it here first, but not for long. We are halfway through what we brought in for this one-time only price. You can do all 12 in the butter. We have 200 remaining. You can do all 12 in the blueberry jelly donut, fewer than 400, or you can do 6 of each. We started with 1,000. Fewer than 200 remain, and they will come to you packaged like this. M98075. You want to impress your coworkers? Bring this to work and then share with everyone. That would be really nice. Thank you,
Individually
Jimmy.
wrapped. Thank you. Great to see you.
Good to see you too. All right, we have another one time only with Jimmy's best friend Cliff.